little scoundrel he is, decided to drop the Undertale anniversary newsletter a day before the Undertale anniversary. Also, I saw the merch on a commercial because I'm subscribed to Fangamer First, so no blind reaction to that, unfortunately, would have been amazing. The thing, we'll get to it later. Also, my phone is about to die, and the mic that I use drains its battery really fast, so let's see if I can finish this before my phone dies. Wow, the 9s. Chara moment. That means it's been 9 years since the 8th anniversary, and 99 years since the game came out. Here's to another 9 million bajillion years. It's starting to feel more and more like Chara is the one who makes the newsletters, because we had the love thing during the Valentine's thing, and now we have the 9s. Sans interview. What's going on here? What do you? Oh, they're creating a number 9. What do you think about the number 9? 9's okay, but I feel bad for how it ended up. 7 8 it. 7 8 9. Yeah, that's what the theorists are saying. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe that. 7 8 9. 7 is supposed to be the cool number. They would never do that. Papyrus. It's just a pun. That is the most nerd thing Alphys has ever said. 7 8 9, like the real number series. Ah, I see. A pun that explains my bizarre lack of amusement. Well, what about the counter pun? 5 6 7. If 7 is some kind of cool dog or wolf. Wait, Papyrus thinks dogs are cool now? When did that happen? And 5 6 7 on 9. Wouldn't that mean that 5 is the real culprit? An irresponsible dog owner. And that 7 was just a misled anti-hero. If 7 loved 5, maybe they were just doing what they felt like they had. Okay, my throat hurts right now. It hurt already. 7 was weak and duty. No reason to harm another. Numbers are stupid. Get out of here, math. Oh my goodness, this is the worst. Like, I'm not an Alphys hater, but this is the worst line of Alpha. This is the worst string of Alphys lines ever. The ultimate nerd emoji. Oh my goodness, now they're talking in binary code. Now I'm gonna have to translate this. Hey, that gives me an excuse to charge my phone. I swear I used like 5 different binary translators, and I could not get Sans' thing to translate. It just came out as like an N with the squiggly line over it, and I know that's obviously not what he's saying. And Papyrus just translates to Sans. He's probably saying like 5. I don't know. Just another. Oh wait, there's more. Thank goodness, there's more text. Let's step back for a sec. If 7 is a misled anti-hero, is -7 a villain who thinks he's good? No, you're starting with the wrong premise. We need to go from the motivation. Count. So, -9, -8, -7. This time, -9, -8, -7. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Eating any food seems to generate hamburger wrappers and peanut shells. It's okay. So for it to be the opposite of eating, negative eating is cooking. That also deletes trash. Oh my gosh, my brain. Trash is the thing getting cooked. Cooking disgusting garbage. Aha, it's just like when my brother makes food. So, following this formula, -7 is Papyrus, who had Sans -9 cook for him. Papyrus is the villain. Papyrus Knight theory confirmed. Maybe you seem like an enemy, but you're actually a good guy. There's someone lurking outside my room, I think. Okay. This has nothing to do with the number 9, but this here, Fangamer is putting out a special line, kitchen... Yes, it does have to do with it. You just said that the -9 was cooking. A kitchen-related products. They made a special video to promote it, which I unfortunately watched already. You can use it every day. Item explanation. This thing. This is cursed. It has serious competition with the Peak Performance Tutorial 3D model from the trailers, though. I asked for this, Toby Fox, personally. You can get your own weird yet cute tutorial to use as an oven mitt. She's a bit flat, but apparently stuffing her snout with more fluff would have increased her flammability. Feel free to use her as a puppet. Actually, that might be her best use. The puppet. Toriel is the secret boss in Chapter 3 confirmed. Seriously, we looked at another company's character head over oven mitt product, and it isn't legally an oven mitt, because it's too flammable. Dog. That's right, fill the mug with milk or any other opaque liquid, drink it, and reveal the dog. This was another request from me, Toby Fox. I had a similar cup as a child that had some sort of creature in the bottom, and you wouldn't see it until you drank almost everything. That seems vaguely familiar, but I've never had one. Try serving hot chocolate or something to people that they have never seen before, or use the hidden dog as a motivator to get someone to drink terrible medicine. I don't think anyone's... how much medicine do you need to drink for it to even fill the bottom of this mug? That's kind of terrifying. Try serve... Oh, I usually read that. Since it's not clear if the dog has any concept of good and evil, it is unaware of the effects caused when it's used in this way. Alternatively, you can fill it with one of those chocolate cakes that's supposed to look like dirt and excavate the dog with small spoons, and then you can bury it again. There's a fool. Only one stank cat is left, and that's probably as good as I'm gonna get. Anyway, where was I? With this plate, you can imagine you're a customer at an exclusive Papyrus collaboration cafe. I'm not sure if the food would actually taste good. The Sans mug. Certain parts are actually transparent, so different liquids turn his eye different colors. As a result, if you make anything other than blue lemonade, he's basically going to turn into an AU version of Sans. Please be responsible. This is another thing I was unfortunately spoiled on. Just probably the first ever acknowledgement of AU Sanses. And I'm not happy about it. Please let all the AU Sanses die. Anyway, it's a perfect dish to make your favorite dessert. Oh, I've freaking had a heart attack again. I keep forgetting. This is a newsletter addressed to me, so it just automatically puts my name into certain places. Super Kirby, I know. You know I'm talking about pizza pie. It'll be so delicious. Why don't you make some for us? What a cute apron. It's easy to see what's appealing about it. What do you say? It looks like the Trifooters. Guess I should have expected that from a low-tier subscriber. Gosh dang it, I keep forgetting that my dumb thing wouldn't sign up for the truck freak version. I could just go re-sign up, and I keep forgetting to do that. Coming later, Sans Papyrus Salt Shakers. They'll be available in 2025. I can't believe this. A whole year for these. This idea was suggested by Everdread from Earthbound. What? S&P naming-wise, it's kind of perfect. Salt and pepper. For some reason, my mind immediately went to not S&P approved. Anyway, you might already have salt and pepper shakers, so how about using one of them or other types of powders? For example, the ketchup chip flavoring powder from some Canadian factory, or powdered milk, or bone meal. The list of great ideas goes on. The creature. Deltarune progress update. For a minute, I thought there wasn't going to be one. Last time, I explained everything left required for release of Chapter 3 and 4. If you missed it, the information is here. By the way, regarding testing Chapter 1+2 with the new Game Maker function, we are waiting on the Game Maker team to help out with some issues we've been having with. It will take a little longer, but when things are ready, we'll let everyone know on the official Undertale Twitter. Ew. It's only been a month. I'm writing this on September 3rd, but let's quickly review what has been done in that time. Chapter 3. What is this? I have my brightness super low. Just spooky shadow creatures. As mentioned before, Chapter 3's main content was completed a while ago. Chapter 3's Japanese translation is currently in its checking phase. 8.4, the localization company, is going through the game carefully to determine that all the lines display correctly in Japanese. This process should be completed by the beginning of October. We're hoping to begin professional testing of the PC version mid-October. Voice crack. Always gonna be a voice crack. Wonder if there's anything you gather from this image. I see a big present. That doesn't really mean anything because since Noel is holiday themed, I imagine her house just has freaking generic Christmas stuff all over it anyway. But it could potentially fit into my flashback theory that I mentioned in the Nightmare Night update video, which you can go watch. Give me money. Anyway, we met our initial deadline to complete Chapter 3 and 4's main content, which was September 1st. With that, Chapter 4's PC version is essentially complete, minus some bug fixes and the Japanese localization. A preliminary pass of Chapter 4's translation is now being worked on. I expect this first pass will be finished at the time we send out the next newsletter. Oh, cool. After that would come additional passes and checking, like Chapter 3 is undergoing now. By the way, some people were able to play Chapter 4. I've seen people play it 6 times now. Everyone liked it. Watching it now, it feels really complete. Anyone not working on the localization... I'm not sure what this balloon is about. Anyone not working on the localization, console port, or fixes is now working on Chapter 5. This will be the main focus of us moving forward. I'm really excited to see this chapter get made. Regarding Chapter 3 and 4's development... Wait, that's kind of funny. The localization team's name is 3-4. Oh, wait, never mind. It's 8-4. I am stupid. I've personally completed everything I can actively do for it. Now, all I can do is wait for localization and testing. Getting to this point, and then having to wait, it feels like I'm strapped to a chair with pizza, just out of my reach. But they exist. Chapter 3 and 4 are real. Now it's just a matter of time. It's the thing. It's the creature. It's Syphilis. Anyway. There's a lot of mentions of pizza. Now I'm starting to second guess Ice-E's inclusion. More unused music and concept art. Although it's technically Undertale's anniversary, I think of this as a celebration of Deltarune as well. I mean, Deltarune Chapter 2 was also released on Undertale's anniversary, so it's both. It's been a while since Chapter 2's release. Please allow me to share some materials and development. Oh, it's from Chapter 2. Cool. Let's look at it. Most NPCs will be mask face electric socket, come out of the wall, kind of brainish, fire zap out of mouth, advanced, pulls self out of socket grotesquely, one is handsome, possibly NPC or has spear, light switch bird, glows depending on if light is on or off, fantasy appears from background, boring design, maybe NPC. Plug guy. This design sucks. What kind of animal or monster can be plug themed? Plugicore? Like Manticore, but plug. Its face has a shock. He can't see. He just uses his satellite eyes to watch TV inside his brain all the time. That's ingenious. And also we got those same legs from the Metal Max design that was unused. I'm still hoping Metal Max comes back. He deserves it. Also cat creature. I'm not sure what this is at the top. This is one of the first images I drew while brainstorming concepts for the chapter. From the beginning, I knew I wanted to have some enemies with electrical sockets for faces. This idea is so good that the new Mario and Luigi games are also doing it. Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't notice. Here's some sketches and not real designs, so none of them got used. I just really like this plug guy drawing. What? Mad Mailer. What does it say? Teeth center line rotates a bit. These ideas... Oh, one of these is Spamton. Is this Spamton? Salary virus. Yeah, probably. But that's weird because that contradicts, that one drawing of, like, Among Us looking Spamton in the Undertale art book that everyone's like, this is the origin of Spamton, and that had his face. So let's see what this says. These ideas perceive Virokun, Spamton, and Mouse. Ultimately, they were not used because their existence conflicted with those characters. Seems like Mad Mailer's tie would have been a prehensile. I don't know what that is. Not sure what the top thing's supposed to be. A Kirby enemy? More Kirby stuff being mentioned. There's been like a Kirby mention like at least once every 2 newsletters recently. Fan Buzzmite. Indecent. Loves peace quiet but is really noisy. Coolest things flying. 4 small pronged wheel attack. The 4 large pronged wheel having hands. Flying enemy, computer fan. Okay, created before Chapter 1. Is there a bug in my room? Kind of looks like a fusion of Rules and Chris. This was created before Chapter 1. The original character is merely a placeholder concept and not intended to be an actual character. It's just an example of how we could use the shop visual real estate to have cool character. This ended up being used for Rules in Chapter 1. Yep, same freaking dialogue. Maybe the shopkeeper could be some kind of cool cyber robot. I never designed his body, though, or thought anything past this. Queen, oh my gosh. What the heck is that? What? Oh, that censor is because it's like a brand name. It's like, oh, can't show brand names, just like how Triforce was censored. Interesting color schemes. So it looks like what Queen was originally going to be a lot more intimidating looking, like how people were imagining it. And this first drawing also. It took me a very long time to figure out Queen's design. I wanted her to be intimidating, cool. Inspirations included Hexadecimal from Reboot, the Alien Queen from Alien, Power Ranger Bad Guys, and Rosemaster from Cucumber Quest. Cucumber Quest mention! I wanted her head shape to be unique, so that would overlap with much of the other existing characters. Or so it wouldn't overlap. But it was difficult. Look at it again. Yeah. Oh my gosh. As you will see of various people, I am the best. Oh, that would be terrible. Anything but that, referring to... Oh wait, these are like lines. Oh no, there was gonna be a Sandai once. Oh my goodness, this is an amazing line. I better see this as a copy pasta in the Undertale community. There was a pathfinding error involving the part that makes me care. Small house. Like, what is even... Oh no. What is even the... Who is even saying this here? Because of the small Rouse. Like, it makes you. Bro, what the heck, Toby? There's only one way to beat Queen. She told me her weakness. She thought it would be funny? Question mark. Well, I'm sure no one is happy with this haphazard me not reading text at all, me reading text in a monotone voice, and me doing voice acting. What does that even say? Everybody's ex-wife. What? Incredible. Anyway, moving on from that, my phone is at 17%, just like entry 17. Creating music first can be a useful way to figure out the identity, tone of a boss or scene. However, ideas and characters change, and those initial ideas don't end up working out. Here's some rejected tracks from the... Ooh, an old version of Power of Neo. I'm not sure if I should listen to all of this. Yeah, I should not listen to all of this on video. I do not need to. Oh, I can't even, because I have the mic plugged in, I can't even hear it. I wonder if you can hear it. After creating Undertale, one of my goals for Deltarune was for players to feel like they could finally challenge a real version of Mettaton Neo that didn't just end in one turn. For that purpose, I actually created a few mock-ups for an extended version of Power of Neo. Oh, that's awesome. There's another one from 2016. That's cool, because now it means that people don't have to make some fan version and then everyone argues about what's the best fan interpretation of the Power of Neo finished version. Unfortunately, try as I might, I could never create something full-length version of a song that I was satisfied with. Eventually, the boss concept evolved into Spamton, and with that, the music changed as well. I still like the last half of the song. The guitar section was inspired by Brandish's song Ending 2. All of it is placeholder, though. It's still fun to imagine fighting something to this, though if it was given another opportunity to extend Power of Neo, I would probably do something different. Power of Spamton! Older Power of Spamton. Unfinished tracks, the drums are especially placeholder. Once Spamton's presence in the Neo battle became solidified, I realized the original battle track wouldn't fit anymore. So I tried to work some more sinister and creepy feelings. That idea became this. These two tracks are nearly identical, but the newer version has different drums and more elements of Spamton's theme in the intro. It's even more unfinished. Spamton Battle Forgotten? What? So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to this, I'm going to pause the video and then listen to them, and then if there's anything notable, like maybe Nightmare Night motif or something, that would be annoying if Toby just dropped a bunch of songs with the Nightmare motif after I freaking... I mean, that's not important. After I just made my Nightmare Night video. Apparently, this was the first concept that came with Spamton's battle theme. To be honest, I have absolutely no no memory of this. When I found it in my files, I was quite surprised. Maybe Spamton made it himself. More evidence for the meta theory. For the real-life Spamton theory. By the way, originally I was planning to have Spamton's intro song, Hey Avery, also be his shop theme. It was planned that it would slowly drop in pitch the longer you stayed in the shop until it was unrecognizable. But that ultimately didn't match the tone of the dialogue, so I ended up using dial tone. Kiku Queen Old. The song that plays when Kiku Queen first appears is actually a slowed-down version of her original battle theme I created for her. Though the instruments are placeholder, I actually think this song isn't half bad. Just it didn't really sound like much of a boxing match. After I created the Thrash Machine power-up sequence beforehand, I decided instead to make a song based on that. Unfinished Castletown. Originally, I wanted Castletown to sound very upbeat, but something about it reminded me of that one Goaty song. I don't know what he's talking about. The melody of the initial parts ended up a bit too repetitive for me. I really like how the song sounded from freaking decimals. The song is unfinished past that. Oh, another one. I actually showed this one before, but truth is, I had made it for Chapter 2, not Chapter 1. The song was way too serious, though, so I had to make it a goofier battle theme later. Interesting. So Toby just straight up lied about there being a rules battle in Chapter 1, I guess. Queen Battle Original. I think this is my favorite of the unfinished. At least it's the one I listened to the most when working on the game. Back when Queen looked a lot more intimidating, I wanted her to use this as her boss theme. Personally, I still like it, and I really wanted to try to use it for Birdley's battle theme instead, but the issue is it didn't match either of the theme melodies I created for those characters. Bizarrely, I seem to have made this after already making her theme song, so an early version of her theme song is inside of the project file. Weird. Onward. Piano is totally unfinished. Wait, Onward. Oh, it's talking about this song still. Okay. Conclusion. Thank you very much to everyone still reading these letters. These letters are happy to still be read. Are you happy reading them? Here's a letter. It's not this letter, but you can still read it. Did it make you happy to read it? See you next year. Bye-bye. Cake. My best friend's favorite number is 9. It's because there isn't a number higher. And you just dropped my address. No, but that seems to be coordinates. If everything gets high enough, you become invincible. Nothing can hurt you anymore. Nothing can hurt anyone anymore. But it's scary to think. Very. But isn't it scary to think there's a highest number? That if you made 99 good memories, you couldn't hold anymore? So I don't like to keep count of the flowers we pick, or the times they laugh, or how many scary faces they make. I just hope we'll be friends for 999 more years. Shut up, battery. Okay, that's just 100% confirmation that this was written by Chara. I'm so glad that we're getting some more characterization, I guess you could say. just more. We're feeling both sides. The more normal side with the flower picking, the goofiness, and also just the sinister side. Because obviously, I mean, I don't think this was actually said to Asriel, but this is clearly in the idea as if it was being said to Asriel. And so it kind of gives the idea that Chara always kind of had the creepy air to them. And not just a result of killing absolutely everything in front of Chara's eyes. But I mean, we already kind of knew that. The scary face, you know, the suicide plan. Okay, there's something else I was thinking missing. Oh, right, I need to listen to unused music. Those were bangers, as always. I think I honestly like this version of Castletown better. Obviously, it doesn't fit currently. This should be used later, like when Castletown gets more filled out. I almost went insane hearing one of the Queen themes. So I'm like, that part at the end, I recognize that so much. It's just a part of the song called Giga Size, which plays before you fight Giga Queen. I'm not insane. Everything was pretty good. I don't think there was any Nightmare Night motifs, thank goodness. I don't want to remake that video already after I just remade it. Everything was really good. Yeah, that's about it.